So this is Dry Lagoon Andalusia. This is by Truck69, 118.12 megabyte on the download, and on all three game modes you're going to use 1173 slots, and it's now out on console. So here's your map, and obviously Farmall can start from scratch. You don't own any land, but on New Farmer you're going to own number 1, field 14, and then field 30. So on the equipment that you get on all three game modes, we've got the Bura 6105, the John Deere 7810, the Massey Ferguson MF 3670, the New Holland CH 770, the Young Heimlich ETV 216i, the Mahindra Retriever, the Welger DK 115, the New Holland Varifi 28 foot, the New Holland 980 CR 830, the Agramaz POV 5XL, the Amazon KG 3001 Super, the Amazon Centea 3000 Super, the Prinoth SF 900, the Quickie Q5M, the Albert Universal Bucket, the Albert Bale Spike, the Nardi N6030, the John Deere Pickup 900, and the Lizard Olive Picker. Now this leads to 2 required mods, so I'm going to put them up on the screen now, and obviously it should give you the prompt to download them when you download the map. So your start farm is right here, obviously field area 1, whatever you want to call it, right in the middle of the map, and you start right here. Now first up, you've got a methane buy point, you've then got an electric charging point. We'll come around this side and we've got our house, so you've got your sleep trigger at the front, and then in the garage is going to be your wardrobe trigger. We'll spin it back round and we'll come into this building. Now this building is ace, and we'll go into like that. Now on all three game modes you have access to this building and access to these production chains, so you've got a honey spawn point just there for your pallets. You then got all these, so you've got furniture, planks and clothes in that one. You then got lettuce, tomatoes and strawberries in that one. I like these icons on the floor, they're ace. So you've got all your oils in that one. There's your little forklift truck. You then got grapes, sugar and raisins in that one. You then got your dairy products and fabric in that one. That's a little bit random. So you've got fabric and dairy, and then you've got your clothes and your wooded things over there. But alright, no problem. And then over here, we've got your cereal, your flour, cake and bread. And then to finish it off, we have got eggs, honey and wool. Now you may be thinking, what's going on here? Well, if we go into one of them, like that, I'd say it's more of a storage facility rather than a production chain, but you look at the recipes, you're putting the stuff in, you're getting more out. I mean, it does say there, you know, you're putting like cheese, chocolate, butter and fabric in, and you're getting like 1.2, 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3 back out again. Yeah, put them in here. They sort of breed, to be fair. That's all right. That's all right indeed. Now we'll come around here and we've got a hayloft. So obviously you've got your taking out point just there. You then got your loading in point just there. Around there is going to be your silo. So load in, load out at the front. So plenty of storage on the buildings just there. So you've got 2 buildings. Fair enough. No problem. Around here is going to be a bale and pallets storage facility. You then got a horse barn. So we'll come over here like that. There we are. So that's going to hold 14 horses. So obviously your food goes in the front, no problem. And we'll come around here and we've got some beehives. Obviously you've got that honey pallet spawn point. You're going to need some bees to make the honey in the first place. And we'll come over here. This is ace. It's a little ramp into, well, let's face it, it's a water hole. But it's wet. It's got a wet look to it. Oh, that's all right. It's obviously, you know, you've been backing your trailer down, it's going to drag a bit of water up with it. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And then the rest of the actual farm here, it's a big open space. So if we go back into the map like that, there we are. So obviously we've got all the buildings down there like that, and we've got this big open space here. This isn't a field, it's a placeable area. Oh, that is all right. That is all right indeed. Now we haven't finished on the start farm, even though we've got all this space. I mean, it is a massive area. You can be placing loads of stuff down here, no problem. We've got these 2 buildings up here. Now, this looks like a manure heap. It doesn't seem to be doing it, mind you. I mean, to be fair, we've got no animals that make manure, mind you. It just looks like one, but all right, fair enough. Up here is going to be a workshop. So you've got your workshop trigger just there. Obviously, pull your vehicles in. There's your Mahindra. I like that. Little service parts. Got some tyre racks on the go. And then round here, we'll come around this side actually. This building. Obviously, these are ones from Elm Creek. No problem. And obviously on Elm Creek, you've got this barn which has got a basement on it. And this one's got a basement as well. But this isn't just a barn. This is a grain mill. So you come up here like that. There's your production chain menu. Now, we do need to buy it if you come on all 3 game modes, mind you. Obviously, once you do, you can use it. No problem. So you've got your loading in point just there. But the pallet spawn point is downstairs. Oh, that's it. There's your pallet spawn point. So you're going to have to come in the side door. Open up that one there. Open up that. Come down here. There's your pallets. That is ace. Well, yes, there is 14 in total. I'm going to start off with this one over here. Now, this is one of 2 carpentries. I'm going to say one of 2 carpentries because they're both called carpentries. But first off, we've got this one. So over here is your production chain menu. It's going to cost you 60 grand. And it's actually going to make planks. Well, it's actually going to use planks and make furniture and wood chips. Yeah, you can't bring trees in. Obviously, that's your production chain menu. Pallet spawn point is just there. And then around the other side, it's nicely fenced in, I must admit. There's 2 different areas for you to do stuff with. You've got your sell wood icon just there. Obviously, you're going to be taking planks from the other carpentry, which is going to be this one up here. It's obviously a different style of building, but it's still a carpentry nonetheless. So over here is your production chain menu. So 60 grand to buy. And then obviously you're going to bring your wood in and make your planks to go into the other one. So you've got your loading in point, sell wood icon, and pallet spawn point just there. We'll then move on to this one down here. So this is going to be your great processing unit. So standard base game one, loading in point, pallet spawn point, production chain menu. And it's going to cost you 80 grand to buy. We'll then move on to this one over here. So again, standard base game on this one. So you've got pallet spawn point, loading in point, and then your production chain menu down the side. So this is going to cost you 80 grand. We'll move on to this one over here. So this one is going to be a BGA for you. Now, obviously, you've got your production chain menu just there. So that's going to cost you 435 grand. Loading in point for your solid stuff. Then over here is your loading in point for your slurry. Taking out point for your digestate. And then you've got a big bunker silo ×2 over here. We'll then move on to this one up here. So obviously, it's going to be a fuel station. You're going to need to fuel up the vehicles at some point, aren't you? So how much is it charging? 69. Nice. Whilst we're up here, we're going to come down the road because we've got another production facility just there. And obviously the building does look familiar because it's a bakery. Now, apart from the 2 carpentry ones, the rest are standard base game ones. So no problem there. You're not going to get too confused. So come over like that. Open up the gate. Got production chain menu just there. So this is going to cost you 50 grand to buy. And then round the back is going to be your loading in point. And your pallet spawn point is round about here. Well, it normally is anyway. I mean, the hatch marking area is not there. I'd imagine it's just slightly under the texture of the ground. But that's where your pallets are going to spawn. We'll then move up to this area up here. This is going to be your main vehicle shop and workshop. Now, obviously, you have got a workshop back at the start farm. But if you don't fancy using that, you want to take it back to the dealer, you come up here, no problem. So you've got your main shop menu just there. Then around the side is going to be your vehicle workshop. Obviously, hit the spanner. Jobs are good. And around the back is a sell point for you. So this one is going to be called, we'll click on that. Come on, when you're ready. GCHB grain elevator. Sell your stuff just in there, no problem. We'll then move up to this area up here. So this is going to be your animal dealer. And to be fair, it's the best animal dealer building in the game. I mean, I've said that before. When I use this building on the maps, this is ace. I think it's brilliant. Architecture on it, very nice. And what you'll also notice, obviously like at the start farm in the little production hall, you've got the icons of what goes in where, and here you've got the same with the animals. This is what you can buy from here: horses, chickens, cows, pigs, and sheep. Obviously, it's an animal dealer, of course you would. Bring a trader up here, or if not, just sell directly. Then we'll come around the side because we've got a sell point. Now, just like the animal dealer itself, you've got icons on here of what you can sell. Oh, that's always handy. Gives you a bit of a clue. So here you can sell bales. You've got TMR, silage, straw, hay, grass. What's that? Sugar beet cut. And then straw bales as well. So that gives you a clue of what you can sell here. We'll then move on to this one down here. So this is going to be a debris crusher, but what's ace about this? It's got a little bit of a ramp that goes up to it. Just load it straight in the top. Oh, why not? Why not indeed? And to be fair, you just come up here and you go straight into a field. So the actual road that goes into it is that way. So you come in that side, in there like that. Jobs are good and sell your stones off. We'll come to this one over here. So this is going to be your supermarket for you. Obviously sell your stuff in there, no problem. But very handily placed to the start farm, which is just there. Oh, get your productions on the go there. Just bring them straight down the supermarket. Why not? We'll then move on to this one here. So a little bit further away from your start farm is going to be the biomass heating plants. Obviously, bring your stuff down there, chuck it in, sell your wood icon, jobs are good. And we'll then move over to this area over here. Although it's not technically a production chain or a sell point, we're going to come down here anyway. Because obviously the name of the map does say Dry Lagoon Andalusia. Now, obviously, you got the icon down here. It's not for anything. It's just a, let's face it, it's just a teleporting little area. But you're in this swamp. Yeah, go out into the swamp. I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure how deep it gets. So maybe you might be a little bit restricted on your vehicles, mind you. But go do some logging in the swamp. Oh, why not? And whilst we're down here, we have got these posts here. So if you want to stack up your logs, I mean, to be fair, that's quite a long stretch between the two posts. You could do. You stack them up. I mean, it'd probably crash your game, mind you, if you had too many there. But you can do. Oh, look at these old ones as well. Like they've been delimbed already for you. Oh, fair enough. So obviously with the required mods is the olive trees. Yeah, rather than the olive groves. And it's going to be in this area at the top of the map. And there's hundreds of them. There's absolutely hundreds of these trees. Now, to be fair, part of the update of it coming out on console is that the stuff's all ready to go. And does it look like it's got olives on there? Yeah, it looks like they're ready to go. Or is that just the leaves? Could just be my eyes. But, I mean, you get your umbrella. So that's what it is. An umbrella on your front of your tractor. Come up here, harvest some olives. Obviously, you will need to buy the area. So it's going to cost you 165 grand. You should make your money back easy on one season with that. We've got this area down here. Now, obviously, you own this on New Farmer. But what it is grapes. And they're like on levels. You got your grapevines. I mean, they're ready to go as well, which is ace. But you got a lot of grapevines on hills. I mean, you are going to be careful that you don't fall off, mind you, because obviously that would be a bit of a shame. But they are very long indeed. You're going to get plenty of grapes off of them. And that's your map tour done for you. Now, obviously, there's various different terrain levels that changes. I mean, this grape area, I think that's ace on different levels. And you have got big open spaces of fields as well. I mean, like this field here is completely round. Oh, that's all right. That's all right indeed. I mean, I like the idea of the two different carpentries, you know, one doing planks and then one doing furniture. That's all right. And then you have got the start farm, which has got a massive amount of expansion space on it. I mean, you could put down all sorts on here. Oh, that is all right. That is all right indeed. I mean, having things already there, you know, got these olive groves that are planted already, the grapes that are planted, the olive trees as well, and they're all ready to go. Yeah, this map's all right.